Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Ricky and this is EvryGama. Gaming is in the air everywhere. So today we're going to talk about these beauties here. These are the Freebuds 3 from Huawei. Their newest headphones that are available on the market so far. I mean, they came out at the end of the last year, but they're still their newest model. And I made a long-term test because basically these are the only headphones I'm using at the moment. They're wireless and Bluetooth. And let's talk first of all about the audio quality. They have a really great audio quality. Before I was just used to use the normal wired headphones, and compared to them, it's a big leap forward, let's say. I mean, they are also premium headphones, but you cannot compare them to the normal ones. They also have this kind of high bit rate, and I was thinking as I was buying it, will it make a big change? And it really does. So I listened to a live concert of an actress I really like. The highs, the mids, the lows, everything was totally clear. I cannot compare it with the cheap ones. So it's definitely a premium headphone that is really worth it. Let's say it like this, if you are more of a guy who loves bass and wants to hear hard drums and stuff like that, it doesn't have that strong bass, but it really has a good bass already. And for me, I prefer it if the music is like that. It's more clear and obvious and not so over the top. Let's talk about the design. As you see, there's this charging case here with the Huawei logo on top, and it has this round design, which is quite nice. Okay, it's of course, as you see, you're starting to get this imprints quite fast. So I'm going to clean it real quick. It's quite a good case. So you have the headphones in there and they stick in with this magnets, and that's how they hold there. The case is also quite stable, as you see. The product quality is really good. You cannot complain on that. It has a USB-C connection on the lower part here, and it has Qi wireless charging, which works really good and also quite fast, but I'll talk about this later. Next, let's talk about the voice quality, which is really good when calling compared to different premium headphones. It's really nice. There's only one little problem. So if you're getting a lot of wind into the microphones that are these little babies here, they're just looking like that. They're built in here. You can hear the wind a lot, and you can barely hear what the other person is talking about. Unluckily, it doesn't have a good wind protection built in, so that's the only disadvantage about it. So let's talk about the Bluetooth connection, which is really good. So after you did the first pairing, I was using these headphones always with Android guys. I know that those headphones work fine also with iOS, but you have the disadvantage that you cannot use the app. So there's a difference. I mean, for Android users, you can really buy it and it works fine. But for iOS users, if you wanna be able to set up different settings, it's not worth it. So I'll show you how it's done. You just turn on Bluetooth, open up the case, go into the AI Live app from Huawei, and you see it's directly connected. It's always being connected real fast, and it's always reliable. And here you see the app. You see the power that is left for the earbuds and for the case. And as you can see, I didn't use this case, the headphones a lot lately, but I already have only 15%. Here you have the shortcuts, so you can set up how to use the tapping on the earphones. If you want to play a next song, if you want pause or whatever. There you have the noise cancelling, which you can turn on and adjust it in a certain way, which is weird. I don't know exactly how I never figured out how it works, but sometimes you can get just better result while spinning this wheel. And then you have the update function, and that's basically it. It's not an app that has really many functions, but yeah, it has all it needs. There's one thing that I recognized if you're having the phone inside of your pockets while walking and having a telephone call. It might be that you're getting some weird noises if the phone hits your leg while walking. Other guys don't even hear it. You only hear it for yourself. That's one thing. And it's not really like you cannot hear the other guy anymore. It's just not a perfect connection. I don't know why it is like this, because if you're listening to music, you don't have this problem at all. So I'm wondering, I cannot really understand what the problem is there. Maybe it's some kind of the antenna that isn't that good and hitting your leg, or I don't know, maybe it depends on the phone itself. I don't have a clue. Anyway, let's talk about a feature that was built in this version. It's the noise reduction, which is working. Let's say it like this. It's really working. It's a bit of a weird feeling if you try it the first time. Feels like you would have pressure on your ears and you wouldn't hear the noises. They need to improve it yet, because sometimes certain sounds it filters and certain sounds it doesn't filter at all. For certain sounds you even have the feeling that it makes them louder than they already are. So let's say it was meant good from Huawei to build it in, but it's not really ready yet, this technology. Many other manufacturers make it much better. One important thing I didn't talk about yet is about the building form of this headphone. So as you see, they're not in ears, but they're onto the ear, or how they call it. You just put them in like this, and they're really comfortable to wear. I prefer this kind of form, but there are many people who don't like it because they let a lot of sounds from outside into your ear that maybe you wouldn't like to have. Like for example, if you're walking on the street, you can still hear the cars driving by and everything. But sincerely, for me, it's better because I prefer it to be able to hear what happens around me. I don't want to be completely isolated out of the whole world and just listening to the music. Many say that the quality would be worse that way, but I cannot really feel it because the fit, as you see, it goes really into the canal of your ear, right into. And yeah, I mean, I don't hear too many noises, but I still can hear the most important things happening around me. Let's talk about the battery lifetime. If you take them out once, the headphones, they can keep between 3 and 4 hours, depending on how loud you hear. If you have noise reduction on or off, that makes a big difference. It's kind of okay, 3 to 4 hours. There are other headphones that have a longer longevity, but it's still okay, I would say. You can recharge them 4 times with a full charging case. There we have one problem. The charging case gets empty really fast. Like after 1 or 2 weeks without using them at all, they're getting empty already completely, and then you need to reload them. Let's say it's not a big deal because you can reload them quite fast. Even with wireless Qi, I didn't have big troubles with it, taking about 1 hour, maybe a bit more, and then they were already full. So this is fine. Overall, it's an okay longevity. I mean, I can live with that. The only problem is that they get really empty maybe you just want to go out and you need them after you didn't need them for 1 or 2 weeks, and yeah, you need to recharge them. So basically you cannot use them and you need to use others or your cable ones, and so they get a bit less reliable in this. The other thing is that it's not good for these modern batteries if they get empty completely, because in this case they start to age much faster. If you let them without recharging for a long time, it might even be that they don't work at all. So you need to be careful with this point. Let's say overall, I really love those. Like I said, they're really comfortable to wear. They work fine. Even though they have this building form, they're quite stable, so I can shake my head a bit around just to try it out. And yeah, it's fine. They're not built up to be running with them, but they totally fit enough for walking around, but they're not made for sports, definitely. On the other side, I really like the design, especially these black ones. They have this kind of finish which feels a bit like a car finish, really shiny and beautiful. Of course, you're getting the imprints quite fast, but they're easy to be cleaned, so for me this is not a problem. They're also available in a white version, which is not as beautiful as this ones for me, I need to say. For the German listeners, at the moment there's a really good offer at MediaMarkt where you can get them for about 88 euros. For this price, they're really worth it, and they're a big improvement to normal headphones, which cost like the half or even less, and they're quite handy. So if you have any other questions, please let me know down below in the comments. I hope you liked this video, and if you liked it, please subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get the newest notifications as soon as I put some other videos out. And if you need some kind of gaming gadgets, please check out EvryGama.com. There I have a lot of gaming gadgets in international price comparison. Yeah, I hope to see you around next time. I hope you liked that video. See you. Bye.